Ladies and gentlemen, by the time this video is uploaded, this channel has now reached 100 videos. If you're counting those other side videos I uploaded that have absolutely nothing to do with Let's Plays whatsoever, then yeah, this is pretty much the 100th video for this channel. Now, I haven't done anything to celebrate that because... which one is it? Is it A, I did not think of anything at all, B, I was too busy for something like that, or C, I was just too lazy? The answer, all of the above. Anyway, hey everybody, it's Hyrule Alchemist, and welcome back to Let's Play The Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past. In the last episode, we scaled up the Tower of Hera for the third pendant, and now we have all three pendants, and now we are ready to find the legendary Master Sword. In this episode, we're going to do just that. So, anyway, what I did, yeah, as you can see here with the transition, off-screen I went back over to Lake Hylia. I went to that cave with the wishing pond. Well, basically, well, as you already know, like I've already mentioned, that's what I'll do after every dungeon that I complete. Then I would just go over there to upgrade bombs and arrows, and yeah, that's what I'm gonna do every time I beat a dungeon. And yeah, we haven't talked to these guys before. Those were the twin lumberjacks. Later on, that tree is gonna have something, which of course we'll see in due time. So. Anyways, here we are in the Lost Woods, and hey, we found the Master Sword. That was quick. Wait, oh. Never mind. That was just a fake. That was an absolute fake. I'm disgusted by this. What I did here is that, by going inside here, this is a treasure chest minigame, and oh, would you look at that! I was lucky on the first try. Because you have to make sure that you open up the right chest, and I think the ultimate prize is just 300 rupees. There's no heart piece involved, so it's entirely optional, even if you want to go for 100%. But I just want to show that off. I think just the ultimate prize is that it's just 300 rupees. So. Anyway, so now we're at the Lost Woods, and yeah, I've already said that before. It's kind of simple, actually. I mean, it's not too complicated, like, let's say, Zelda 1, where you take a wrong turn, then it just, you know, the layout would completely randomize. It's not like that here, for some reason. They've kind of changed that up a bit. It's just that, like, you know, you have to make sure you know where you're going, that's the thing. So because of that, because of how easy that was, we actually made it to the end here, and oh, would you look at that? Yes, you see that right here? Well, just wait by the Book of Medora. The hero's triumph on Cataclysm's Eve wins 3 symbols of virtue. The Master Sword he will then retrieve, keeping the knight's line true. Alright, let's go pull it out. At long last, we have now retrieved the Blade of Evil's Bane, the Master Sword. And as soon as Heisenberg is done talking to us, yeah, he'll just tell us some stuff about the Master Sword. And yeah, he basically just gave a hint of how to defeat the wizard. Yeah, don't you think it's a little too early for that? Don't you think? I think it is. It is a little too early for that. Alright, let's go and say goodbye to those woodland critters that were just there. And, oh, what's going on here? Oh boy, well, this isn't good. Apparently, the soldiers have managed to raid the sanctuary and kidnap Zelda. Well, for what it seems like, for what the dialogue entails. Also, I want to point something out here. I love this little graphical detail with, you know, the trees, like, you know, it's just covering, like, the entire layout. Just the shadow of the trees here. It looks really cool there. It does. And I actually love that kind of detail. But anyways, yeah, I better go ahead and explain what the Master Sword does. Like, you know, well, first things first, this game actually marks the first appearance of the Master Sword. It did not appear in any other Zelda games. This actually marks the debut of the Master Sword, and it's always gonna come back, like, you know, and, well, in most of the other Zelda titles, such as Ocarina of Time or Wind Waker, and so on and so forth. Yeah, what you just saw there, just like with Zelda 1 and 2, where if your entire health bar is full of health, then you'll be able to shoot sword beams. And it actually does help you, like, take out those buzz blobs, in which you can't really make contact with because they'll just electrocute you. It's kind of sad that Ocarina of Time kind of took that off. I mean, as much as, you know, like I said, as much as I do prefer Ocarina of Time over this game, and I really do love it. I do love Ocarina of Time. I'm not sure why they just, you know, decided to get rid of the concept, like, you know, with the Master Sword just being able to shoot out sword beams should you be full of health. But anyway, going a little off topic here. And yeah, we see that the stage here. Oh, well, huh. So when characters in the Zelda universe die, they just disappear into thin air. Well, that's good to know. But yeah, yeah, he'll just go and explain how Zelda was kidnapped, and then he just disappears. Anyways, the reason why we are back in Death Mountain is because, after you get the Master Sword, and yeah, you do need the Master Sword for this one, because, as soon as we read that little tablet there with the Book of Medora, we have received the first of the 3, I think there's a total of 3 of those medallions that we got. That is called the Ether Medallion. I think what that does, correct me if I'm wrong, I think what it does is that it actually, I think it sends out lightning bolts, and it kills a lot of enemies in the screen. I think that's what it does. I can't remember off the top of my head. There might have been another medallion like that, but I'm not so sure myself, but I think that's what it is. And yeah, I'm actually checking around here because I kind of thought there was supposed to be a heart piece around these areas, but I must be thinking of Link Between Worlds. Because I also remember there being a heart piece around this area, around Hyrule Castle. And of course, seeing that the heart piece isn't there in this game, then yeah, I guess I must have been thinking of Link Between Worlds. But anyway, so now let's take a... I just now noticed that the rupee counter is 666. Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh no! 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 Oh, there we go. There's a blue rupee. Okay, good. We're saved. We are saved. Do not worry. We are safe. But yeah, I think I've kind of wasted enough time here with having to go around checking on anything for, well, there's nothing around here. We've been to this area at the beginning of the game. Well, I mean, our first visit to Hyrule Castle, so... Anyway, so yeah, we are back here again, back in Hyrule Castle, just like in the beginning of the game. Well, except that we're not just in the entrance. Like, all we did at the beginning was just, you know, go through the entrance and then through the sewers, but... We're going beyond that, though. We're actually going, like, you know, in the other areas of Hyrule Castle that we have not been to, and we weren't able to because, you know, there was a thing that was blocking our way. And that thing right over there is that little barrier, which you can see. So now that we have the Master Sword, I can actually destroy anything that's evil. Hence the Blade of Evil's Bane is what it's called. Then we can now go inside of it. Oh yeah, and something I actually want to bring up here, I was originally gonna end off this video, like, just being in front of that door, and just saving the rest of Hyrule Castle for the next episode. And what I actually did, like, originally this video was recorded about, like, 19 minutes long or so. I think it was 19 minutes long, if I remember correctly. But then after I edited the video, like, you know, just cut out the entirety of me going to Lake Hylia and then going through the route to Death Mountain just to get the Ether Medallion. The video ended up being about 8 minutes long, and it was too short to officially make it an episode. So I figured that, you know, since the rest of Hyrule Castle, it isn't really that long. It's very much straightforward. As you can see here, it's easy, so it doesn't take that long to finish up. I figured that, you know, why not? I would just go ahead and record, like, you know, I just make this a second half of the actual episode and just, you know, record the rest of Hyrule Castle, and then I'll just combine that video into the other video that I've already made a while back, and then it'll just be long enough for it to be an actual episode. Because, I mean, like, you know... Well, I am aware that back then, like, we used to have that 10-minute time limit, but nowadays, we don't seem to care about time limits anymore, to be frank. But I just, and, you know, I just didn't want to make things too short. I mean, nowadays, because, like, just seeing a video that is 8 minutes long, it's just, nowadays it's considered to be too short to be an actual episode. So I figured, you know, why the hell not? Just record Hyrule Castle and then combine those two. Anyway, so not any new enemies except for one. That was the Chasuba. Chasupas are exactly like Keese. They just wait there, and then if you get close, then they'll just fly around. And they are pretty annoying, just like Keese. And just do exactly what you do with them as well. So... I mean, it can be easy to kill, not much of a threat, but can also be very annoying, just like the Keese. And yeah, even though the rest of Hyrule Castle is very linear, this part is kind of a pain in the ass. Mainly because of these dark rooms, and, you know... I mean, you gotta use torches here, but they have a... They do have a time limit. Yeah, I really do love doing... I love doing that right there, just, you know... Like, just knocking them out into the pit, and then they just run, like, Scooby-Doo style and just fall down. It's so funny to look at. I love that. I really do. But yeah, some of these rooms really do get very annoying. You know, because those dark rooms, and you just have to navigate yourself around with little light. And you have to just know where you're going. It does get very annoying. I mean, these torches do help, but, you know, they go out after a certain number of time. But like I said, though, it's not... Hyrule Castle is not too hard in and of itself. But, you know, there's some instances where... There are some things that can be pretty much of a pain in the ass. But yeah, not really much else to say about this place. There's another tablet where Heisenberg will talk to us. So here, even with a Master Sword, you cannot inflict physical harm on the wizard. You must find a way to return his own evil power on him. So yeah, he actually did say that once we picked up the Master Sword. He said something about deflecting the wizard. Well, he said something about deflecting Agahnim's magic against him, and he actually brought that up again. That is actually how you defeat Agahnim. Now, I mean, well, I'll go ahead and explain later, as soon as we get to him, because we're not quite there yet. Although there's also one thing I also do want to mention, that, you know, there's tight spaces like these, and, you know, there's a lot of these soldiers that are going to come after you. That can be pretty tedious. And, you know, because of that, I did take a lot of damage, so I'm just going all over the place, picking up pots, and just hoping to find hearts. I did pick up some, though. That should be good enough, but you know how I am. I kind of still want more, just in case. But yeah, more of these. I don't think we even encountered those types of soldiers. The ones holding the ones kind of holding their swords like that, kind of like a joust or something. Well, I know, it really can't be a joust unless you're riding on a horse. No, that's not how it works. My brain's not working today. But yeah, they'll just come running to you, and then they'll just attack you like that, just pulling their sword out. And yeah, more ball and chain soldiers. They can also be pretty annoying, but, you know. Just remember the kind of pattern. Just attack them, then they'll attack, then, you know. Kind of like in JRPGs, or, you know, turn-based RPGs, basically. Like, you know, it just goes on a circle where you take an attack, then the enemy takes an attack. And yes, I know I am very low on health, and because this game is very much of a dick and will not give me any hearts for some reason, yeah, I just had to use a potion. I mean, it is kind of a waste. I should have waited till later, but I mean, I can still get it later, granted. But this is a blue potion that does heal both health and magic, but still. This game really does hate giving me any more hearts or just filling up my health. It just loves to screw with me. It does. Ooh, Ominous music. That means we're getting close. Ah, yes, there you are. So, Agahnim is performing some sort of ritual for some reason about make Zelda vanish in front of my eyes last month. Dude, seriously, you... Oh, no, no, no. No, don't you... Agahnim, no, don't you dare. No, no, no. No, no, you do... No, don't do that, no. God damn it, Agahnim. Like, seriously, dude. Why? Yeah, it's just... No. So now with Princess Zelda gone, apparently, looks like darkness is gonna spread over Hyrule, well, just, you know, the power of evil. And it looks like, oh, yeah, oh, no, 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 get back here, get back here! You're not running away from me! Alright, let's go through there. Yeah, see, you can't hide from me, so, how about we settle this one-on-one? Alright, so, yeah, like, Heisenberg said, the way to defeat Agahnim, like, the intended way to do is that you're supposed to use Master Sword to deflect him off, but what you can also do, as you can see here, you can actually deflect his magic with the butterfly net. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do this just for shits and giggles. Oh god, this is just, it's just fun doing that, don't you think? Hey, you even get to do it in an awkward time, like you just, well, no, I don't want to say too much anymore. We'll get to that once I do a Let's Play of that game. Oh yeah, you also gotta watch out there. I'll go ahead and explain just a little bit more about what Agahnim does. Like, you know, as you can see, he just, like, what he'll do is that he'll just shoot out those kind of balls of energy in which, make sure they're just flashing blue and red, because that's what you need to deflect them off and strike back at him. With either the sword or the butterfly net, if you want to do that, just for fun. If you see those, little tiny blue orbs, then you can't really deflect them back at him. Like, they'll just separate in 8. And you just have to dodge them, basically. Another thing that he'll do is that sometimes he'll go to the upper middle section of this arena. And, you know, yeah, see what he's doing here is that, if you pay close attention, like, as long as he's turning around as you're facing other directions, then he'll just shoot out those balls of energy. If he's not facing the same direction as you are, like if he's not looking at you, then he'll shoot these lightning bolts from his hands. So that's what you gotta watch out for. Just make sure that, like, you know, he's, you know, when he's not looking at you, then just watch out for that. Just watch out for the lightning bolts that he'll shoot at you, and, you know, just find a place to hide. So anyway, come on, no, you, no, what are you doing? Why? I was so close to finishing you off, and then you just had to pull me right into the Dark World. That was a real dick move there, dude. It was. That was a dick move. Like, seriously, it was, so... Well then, we were so close in finishing off Agahnim, and so he just does this. He just disappears, and now we are in this absolute clusterfuck. Yay! But anyways, yeah, Heisenberg is giving us some exposition about, how the maidens are locked in the hidden dungeons of the Dark World. Well, you know, since Agahnim has released a seal of the 7 maidens, having taken them all to the Dark World, including Princess Zelda, that means the Light World and the Dark World are both connected in some way, and now, like, they're just linked together, basically. And so, we have a new objective. We just have to find all the maidens in each of the dungeons in this weird world. And, you know, just save them. So, yes, we are now officially in the Dark World. Well, we've been there before, actually, but that was only in Death Mountain. We were only there just to reach the Tower of Hera. We were the silly Tricks Rabbit during that time. But since we have the Moon Pearl, then we don't have to worry about that anymore. We have retained our human self, so yeah, there's that. So then, just as we were so close to finishing off Agahnim, he just does that, and now we are in the Dark World. So, in the next episode, we are going to see what lies beyond in this weird flemmy flim of a clusterfuck of that world. This evil version of Hyrule that we're in. So yeah, we'll just have to see what this is all about. So, next time on Let's Play Link to the Past, we're gonna do just that. Just, you know, go around the Dark World and stuff. So, Until next time, see you guys later.